I'll always be the wretched, feeling sorry for myself, getting high like I'm trying to party with myself. I'm pathetic, always targeting myself, making shit harder, bringing harm into myself. I am wretched, feeling sorry for myself, getting high like I'm trying to party with myself. I'm defective, always carving at myself, always starving up my health.
What's up, Wretched world? Since it's the beginning of the year, I figured I'd make a little list of some things that I should talk about. This is really weird for me, by the way. I don't do this shit often because I feel like I'm fucking talking to myself, and I'm very self-conscious about that shit. So if I start to ramble, fuck you, just listen. But my boy Spike Roscoe made one about his upcoming mixtape, and he suggested we do something similar for something that I'm going to be talking about. So I said, well, yeah, cool, but let me get some practice and do one of my own. You know what I'm saying? So this is your Wretched update for 2015. So, made a list. First, I've been promoting that I was going to release Wretched World. Wretched World being my album completely produced by Kruger Productions, or FKP. The reason why I am not going to do that, I'm going to push it back. I have another album that's ready to go. Just has to get a few little mixing things touched up. And my original plan was, since that one's mostly a solo album, to release that second. That way, since Wretched World, I got some collabs on it, maybe try to bring some new attention. But two reasons why I'm not doing that. First, it was brought to my attention that that might have a backwards effect, and what I'm looking for might not work out as properly, but it might work better if I do it in retrospect. So basically saying that if I put it out now, whoever fucks with it fucks with it, but then when I try Wretched World, people who fuck with Wretched World will go back and be like, okay, well, he's got that in his catalog, so I'll go back and check that out. So what I will be releasing soon, it's called The Wrong Side of My Deathbed, and that one is produced 100% by Panda Mech, one of my homeboys. I'll talk about that soon. But the other reason why is because there's a couple songs on there where the collaborations were what really made that CD what it was with Wretched World. I got a lot of great collaborations already, but there was like there's three of them that I've been waiting on, and I don't know if I'm gonna get. So I gotta make a decision on that. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm hoping the best, but you know, things happen. I've always been having issues with collabs, really. You know, there's certain people that are just down to knock it out, and there's some people that'll tell you they'll do a track with you, and then you send them the shit, and they're like, yeah, I'll have it to you soon, or yeah, I have it recorded, I just gotta send it to you. And then it takes months and months and months and months and months. It's rare that you find somebody that you can just send something to, and you end up getting something back within a couple days, if not sooner. I mean, usually you should at least give them a week or two, but you know, when you can find somebody that'll just knock some shit out for you, that's dope. And that brings me to my next statement, that there is somebody out there that I've been doing that with. I just mentioned him, Spike Roscoe. I mean, he decided, this is how the story starts too. Like I said, I'm bad at this. That's why I'm stuttering. So I'm talking to myself. Who are you anyway? Is anybody listening? Do I even have any fans? No. It's probably just gonna be like 2 people that watch this. It's like, nah, I'm gonna get somebody to share it. That way, like, people that don't know who I am see this. But anyway, so me and Spike Roscoe have been doing a lot of work together, talking back and forth. We met through Kruger Productions. One of my favorite people to work with as a producer. He introduced me to Yo. liked the songs, immediately sent him something. He got back to me very fast. We did 2 songs that way, and then had an EP started with somebody else that I never got anything back from them. So I just sent the tracks to Spike. Said, "Do you want to do these?" And he said, "Sure." Knocked them out fast. And I said, "Well, hey, look, we could add some more to this and make it a bigger, more full, in-depth album." And he was with it. Eventually led to us deciding to make a 16-track album. Basically, we're called The Outsiders, and it's going to be more than just one album. We've already discussed future projects, things like that. I mean, I'm a solo artist, but I also have a partner, and this partner actually lives on the other side of the country from me. Like me, I'm from Baltimore, right now living in the DMV, DC area. Spike, he lives in Vancouver, Seattle area, Washington State, all the way down to Cali. You know what I'm saying? So he's holding down the West Coast, I'm holding down the East Coast, and we're just gonna meet in the middle somewhere. But it's pretty annoying that I had to look all over the fucking world. Not really look all over the world, but find somebody to rap with on my tracks and do a CD with on the other side of the fucking country. What the fuck's up with that? So anyway, moving on. No, I'm not moving on. I forgot I wanted to name the producers for this album because that's important. Shout out to producers. The way it's gonna work is he actually had me basically do all the beat picking out and song concepting. So I guess you could say I'm like the front man of this. But retrospect, it gave him a lot of opportunity to be more dynamic every time I sent him something. So it's like he's the theatrics. So I'm cool with that. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that, you know, they really like the songs, good structure, and that other dude was crazy. I'm cool with that because I mean I'm putting in a lot of work to make these songs, and knowing that he's putting in a lot of work in his verses to make them standout verses, I'm not mad at that because, you know, I'm coming up with the hooks, coming up with the concept for the beat, picking the beats out. I mean, this is basically my project that he wanted to be a part of, and I appreciate that. But next album that we do as a duo, we're reversing order, and he's gonna be the motherfucking leader, and he's gonna do all this shit. So that's a shout out to you, Spike. You are up next after we do the double feature album, which I will talk about that later in the year. Not even on this video. So the producers, we're gonna do 16 beats, 4 producers, 4 beats each. Kruger Productions introduced us, so he's one of them. We found out that we both end up knowing this other guy named Beats by Nevs. So he's one of them. And 2 of my personal homies from around the way, they're gonna be one. Panda Mech and the homie with Pro Jams. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't heard these guys, check them out. They got SoundClouds, all of them. One of the songs is already released. One of the songs produced by Pro Jams, but you have to watch one of my videos to see it. Wretched World episode 2, and I'm skipping doing Wretched World episode 3 for this. But so that's basically what's going to happen. We're going to be working on having that come out within the next month or so. Everything's pretty much wrapped up. It's just editing, filling in blanks, this, that, and the other. So moving on, upcoming show. Let's see, it's Saturday. Well, no, it's Sunday now. So technically, in 1 week and 5 days, I got another show with Ghost of Demented as the promoter. Opening up for that dude Scum again. I mean, I hate to say this too. I still haven't heard maybe but one song by Scum. But I mean, I'm sure that it's good music. maybe, I don't know. I know that Delirious is going to be there. I like Delirious. He's on Wretched World. I know that Isolated Beings is going to be there. I'm friends with my home girl. Ghost is obviously going to be performing. People that I'd like to end up meeting is Voice and Free Agent. The reason why I want to meet them is because I've seen them last time. Didn't give their set too much attention until I noticed what was going on. And plus, one of my friends from knowing pit fights and battle leagues and shit like that, they're friends with them. Shout out to Baltimore Paparazzi. So, yeah, playing in Essex, Back River Neck Road. There's gonna be a couple other bigger name artists this time, so hopefully it'll draw more of a crowd than just what I bring. And you know, it should be a good time. I got a really good set lined up, and it's gonna be very shocking, but it's gonna be very good. I think so, and you will too. So hit me up about tickets, all that. And after that, promoters, hit me up. Seriously, like, I'd be willing to book something in the Baltimore, DC area as soon as like 3 weeks after the show. I need some cool down period, but please hit me up, book me. My contact information will be in the info for this, or you can just remember this real quick: warnerkevin@yahoo.com. Check me out on Facebook, message me, I'll give you my cell number. I mean, book me. I'm ready to come out and rock your stage for you. If it's within range, I'll bring my people. If not, I'll impress your people. I'm saying, I'm not trying to say that you know, I'm some kind of star, because I know I'm far from that. I'm just saying I'm confident in what I got, and what I got will entertain the shit out of you. One thing I added on my list that I normally don't talk about is label interest. Would the Wretched one ever sign to a label? Well, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm at a point in my life where there's certain things when I was younger I believed in more than I do now. And to be honest, I'm not changing for nobody. No labels, no people who disagree with my music. I'm honestly not making it for anybody but me, and I'm hoping that people will feel it the way I do. The reason why I say that is because when I listen to artists that inspired me, I always wanted to be able to say that my music inspired me like the artist did. So hopefully somebody will hear my music and it'll inspire them like artists inspired me. Now, as far as labels are concerned, I really don't know of any offhand that I would fit one perfectly, but if I could think of a couple that I might at least hear out, obviously I'm going to say Strange Music, Tech Nine's label, because my music's strange. I used to think maybe Shady Records, but after hearing some stories and looking at what's going on, no, I'm not signing with that shit. There's a couple independent labels that I wouldn't mind at least looking into, like Man Bite Dog Records. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. It's where Copyright is right now. And Megahertz came out on that. Esoteric. Just some underground cats that I like. The reason why I was thinking about that one is just, I don't know how, I mean, I don't think it's a successful label, but I think that they do enough to where the artists can build but still keep. Wouldn't sign with Hobson's label because it seemed like that's not going nowhere. Really, I don't know of any other ones besides the mainstream bullshit that you'll never hear me even mention, so that's that. Been doing some judging for Smooth TV. Smooth TV is a rap battle league. dude showed me the most respect the first time I came there, just to show love to my boy who was battling for the title that night, and then immediately invited me back to judge. Judged one event, took some pictures, had a good time. I plan on doing it again, but what I'm gonna end up getting out of that is smooth, colossal smooth, whatever you want to call him. I'm looking to make him one of my assets as far as somebody to go to when I need something, and he already seemed to welcome the idea of that. Like, I was going to try and get him to help me out with promoting my show. Well, immediately he posts a flyer in his page and tells everybody that they need to go to it. I mean, just, little things like that will make me happy. If people help push me, I'll help them out how I can. It's just how it is. Now, with that being said, I recently may have made a move. It was going to be a business move. I looked at it as a power move, but it might have been a move made too fast that I may just drop down to more or less an affiliation than a merging. And what I'm talking about is daily spins. And the reason why I want to merge with them is because at the last event where I judged, after talking to 4-4 for a little while, King 4-4, one of their battlers, he showed me some of his music. I enjoyed it. Said we should make some songs together. Then he talked to me about some ideas he had, this, that, the other. Things were going well, conversation-wise, on what could potentially happen. But days afterwards, just arguments, and it's stupid petty shit. It's like, why even argue about it? Why be so, I don't even know the word really to describe it, but it's like, it's just something that I don't know if I really want to be completely headfirst involved with, rather than just, I'm affiliated with them, I'm cool with them, and that's what I'd like to keep it as right now. Because frankly, I need to build my own brand before I can start helping y'all build y'all's and have y'all help me. Because I don't really need that kind of help. Not from somebody who's based off of a battle league right now. Speaking of battle leagues, dude Purely Deaf used to battle for Face Off. He said he wants to do a rap battle league in the DC, Silver Spring, PG area. Asked me if I wanted to do it. And originally I was thinking, no, I don't fucking want to do this shit. But I read up on it, and he's dropping it back down to minute round, so that means I really don't have to write. I can just freestyle the whole time. And I told him, I said, I'll come have fun if it's within bus range. I mean, why not? I mean, these people write for their battles. I'm not going to. I mean, I might have some shit ready, but I'm not going to. If I do this, it's gonna be strictly for fun and just to go hang out and freestyle and meet people. So now that I'm running out of time, I want to give a shout out to some artists and shout out to some producers. I'll start with the artists. My probably best friend in this shit, Trey Tyson. My brother Will K. Steve Guy. My partner Spike Roscoe. The homie Mike Turpin. The lovely Kiri Lucero. Lost Angel of Havoc, and this whole crew too, because they are some monsters. Shout out to AM, Chris Swag, he's gonna be featured on Wretched World. Shout out to my homeboy Face Mob. Shout out to Delirious, Ghost, Smooth Black, Big Sin, Baltimore Madman. Shout out to my homeboy Psychosis. Shout out to the author and producers. I'm gonna start from the top and work my way to the bottom, top being ones I know best, bottom being ones that I've used your beats. So I'm gonna shout you out. So producers, Panda Mech, Kruger Productions, Pro Jams, Beats by Nevs, Spaz Out Productions, Mr. Cigarello, Tuzu Productions, Tony Mahoney. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Consensus, Combat Beats, General Beatmaker, and Asker Beats. If anybody has any information on Asker Beats too, please let me know, because he dropped off of the fucking net and everything. I can't find his shit anywhere, and he had a beat that I want really bad. But now that I'm running out of time, I got about 5 seconds left. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Stay wretched, stay tuned, more is in store. Peace.
Why am I always talking like this? I shouldn't be talking like this. I wouldn't be talking like this if it wasn't all that I lived.
A mental dry, dead inside, cannot find direction right. A pest inside, infested life, smoking weed with pesticide. Infected mind, left to die, aggressive type, perfect in sight. Blessings I've been fenced behind, so I mend and hide. I'm getting by with a lie, wicked signs I'm sickened by. Addictions high, a friction grind, uplifted life, kiss goodbye. This is why I'm distant mind, wisdom from the friends I find. Have participated in creating all this mess I find. I'm alienated from the trail of the wasted, and the scale where I'm placed is a failed situation. I'm frail, I can't take it, I've failed and I've faced it. I'm stale from my ways and I dwell on my makings.
Maybe it's my ADD. Maybe it's the hate in me. Maybe it's too late to see. Maybe it's a fate I need.
I'm losing it, abusing shit that's too intense to use again, to used again. Ruining my future is my stupid trend. Reclusive since confused a bit, still confused who I kid myself too intense, leading to this uselessness. And mutual friends I grew up with, going through it too a bit. A lost generation of foolishness from hooligans. Who could give the fuel but them? Ones that made us do this shit, keeping us excluded from success, from the fusion sense.
Maybe I could